What's good, yo? Kid 918 here. In this video, we are going to be watching the game 7 between the Bucks and the Celtics if Middleton wasn't injured and seeing if the outcome will be any different. I don't know. We're going to try it out. 3-minute quarters. We're just going to sit back and watch and see if having that second player will just make Giannis be able to carry him, because he's definitely the best player in the series, obviously. Even though Tatum is really doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? I actually wanted the Celtics to win. I'm pushing for them. I mean, I want the Suns to win the chip, because I want CP to get him a ring. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's because camera, that's right. I want CP to get a ring, but if the Celtics won, that'd be cool too. I mean, I like him. Robert Williams, he's been in and out of the lineup with injuries and things like that since the beginning, really since the end of the season going into the playoffs, so it's good to see him back in the fray as well. Drew for 3. Nope. Drew iron on that one. Marcus Smart, man, he was cooking. Just watch that. He didn't do too hot in that game 7. I think he was like 2 for 9 or something like that from the field, but his presence is more than scoring, you know what I'm saying? He does a lot of things on the court. I don't know why Giannis is pulling up from 3. That's not a good sign for them. Middleton ain't even touched the ball, so his presence, maybe defensively, but he ain't really done anything yet. Horford has been a man amongst boys. Been out there cooking. Too easy. 7-0 already. It's not looking good for Middleton, bro. What do y'all think Tatum's rating should be? Like, what should his overall be now? If I put him to a 93. I upped him, but I think he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of messed with him a little bit. Giannis is a 97. Giannis is better than Tatum, but like, they shouldn't have Tatum at a 90 overall, bro. He should definitely at least be like a 92. But I think 93, 94. Talking in terms of my team, he'd be like a diamond guard, in my opinion, at least. Even with like dynamic ratings, they might have him even higher. Like, they probably put him at least like a pink diamond or something. But get him at least to a consistent 93, 94, and I think that's fair. I mean, they had a dynamic ratings card on my team for Jordan Poole to be a 92 overall, and he's been cooking. I'm not hating on him. Like, he deserves a higher rated card, but like, we're talking Tatum, the leader of his team, versus Jordan Poole, who's like, the third, fourth best player on his team. And he had a lower rating, which makes no sense. The Celtics are a well-oiled team. I'll say though, if the Warriors play the Celtics in the finals, if that does happen, that'll be incredible too. Like, that would just be like really good basketball to watch. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the ball movement, the defense, everything would be incredible. The coaching would be Kerr versus Udoka. That'd be dope. Man, the Bucks cannot score, bro. What is going on? Of course, I got screwed over on my DraftKings showdown lineup. Bet on a couple Bucks. Besides Giannis, literally nobody on the team really did anything. It was ridiculous. All right, 11-2 in the first quarter. It's kind of looking like how it played out in Game 7 for real. Will it change? Maybe. I doubt it though, unless Giannis goes Superman mode. I don't know, like, you know, Shaq lets him call himself Superman, but he didn't let Dwight. But, you know, he is proving himself, and he did carry his team to a chip, so you can't really hate on it too much. Two-time MVP, BPOY, like, did he get BPOY? Yeah, I think he did. No, not this year. We got Marcus Smart. Came into his own this season. Jordan Nwora, I don't even know if he played in Game 7. He might have. I know he played at like garbage time minutes. I remember seeing him out there chucking up a 3. trying to get a contract or something. Trying to get some playing time for next season. Grayson Allen, he had a good first round, decent second round, but it wasn't good enough. But I mean, he cooked though. he earned himself a reputation in the league on a good one this time, not for injuring people or whatever else people say about him, but like he played well. Good 3-and-D type player. Pritchard, man, that dude is nice. He's one of the most underrated people in the NBA, bro. Let me just say it right now. He doesn't have a big role on his team yet, but he probably will for the foreseeable future. I mean, he's getting a larger role every time. Like, every time I watch him, he's doing more and more. He's cooked the Nets, bro. That irritated me. But you can't be mad at the dude for doing what he does, right? Connaughton. Derek White was somebody I bet on DraftKings. This dude didn't do anything. He had like 0 fantasy points in like towards the end of the second quarter, bro. Like, what? This dude didn't get a rebound. He wasn't getting rebounds, steals, assists. He wasn't making no shots. This dude wasn't doing nothing for me. Connaughton. This has been the greatest gameplay ever, if you haven't been able to tell. Grant Williams is the freaking MVP of the Celtics, though. That dude's like, he's PJ Tucker, like, from last year for the Bucks. He's PJ Tucker for the Celtics this year, like, that corner specialist. The man's got corner specialists on the Hall of Fame, bro. What's past Hall of Fame? This man's got top 75. This man's got the top 75 badge for the corner specialist. Middleton, I don't know if you were out there making passes like that, if you were going to help him much. We're going to pick and roll, what are we doing? Jaylen Brown, he's kind of up and down, and he kind of plays out of control sometimes, but obviously he's a very good player as well. I just feel like he's inconsistent. He's like, so Tatum is like the Giannis of the Celtics, and he's like the Middleton. Middleton can be inconsistent, but sometimes he's the one who closes out the games, actually a lot of the time, and that does happen where Jaylen Brown, I've seen him take over in fourth quarters and stuff. And I've seen Giannis and Tatum obviously take over. Tatum goes crazy in the fourth a lot, and I've seen Giannis go crazy in the fourth. But my point is, they can be closers for their team. Real life right there, bro. That man is a solid three-point shooter now. You can't leave him open. Man takes shots before the game from like half court and like full court. This dude just does all the trick shots. He's known for trick shots. This man was not a good three-point shooter. Oh. Sorry, y'all. He's probably gonna... If you're listening to that in headphones, RIP, bro. RIP. RIP. Halftime is not looking like much of anything as far as there being any kind of difference. The Celtics are just better, bro. It just is what it is. I feel bad for Drew, you know what I'm saying? Giannis is going to get grilled probably. I mean, I don't know. He played well, so it's not too bad. I mean, he did what he could to carry his team. But, like, it felt good seeing somebody like Drew Holiday get a chip last year, get recognized as being one of the NBA's better players. He deserves it. He's been good for years. But, they only remember you for what you just did, not what you've done in the past, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just ask KD and Harden and Kyrie and now Giannis and Drew. All these dudes, like, they're going to be grilling them saying they're not the best players in the league. LeBron at 37 is still the best player in the league. To be honest, I think probably Giannis is the best player in the league, but he needs help. He can't do it by himself. Nobody's been able to do it by himself ever in the history of the NBA. Regardless of what anybody wants to say about Jordan or LeBron, neither of them did it by themselves. Not fully by themselves. Come on. Yeah, this was pointless. There's no point in this video at this point. I mean, they're already just getting destroyed, you know what I'm saying? Something was in my mouth. Pause. I like crunched on like a piece of my tooth or something. That's not good. I've actually done that before. I got a chipped tooth without knowing it, and I just bit down and like part of my tooth came off, and it was like in my mouth, like I was chewing on it. It didn't hurt, but it was like cringe, like gives you chills. Like, you don't like stuff like that. Just hearing the sound of like two teeth grinding together is just not good for me. Tatum, real life Tatum, bro. That man stepped up. They had his His mid-range at like an 84, bro. Like his current not player build, his current rating had his 3 at like 83, 84, and his mid-range at 84, bro. His mid-range is way better than an 84. I mean, if we're grading properly, he's probably like at least like an 88 to 90. You know, like Chris Paul is probably the best mid-range shooter. Him and KD are the best mid-range shooters in the league. They're probably what, 95, 96. And then you got Kyrie, who's really good too. But he deserves to at least be close to those guys. I mean, they're better, I think, at mid-range on a consistent basis, but I think he deserves to be like closer to that class as far as ratings go. He definitely needs to at least be like a 92, 93 at the start of 2K23. But we'll see. 2K is like hit or miss with like how they grade players. Like once you get to a certain level, they're always gonna put you higher. Even if like they super disrespected Westbrook by putting him at like a 77. But they don't. It's like they don't respect him or something. I don't know. Like some players will never get that low. Like Kobe, the lowest I ever seen Kobe rated, I think, was like an 85, and he was bad at one point in his career. Like late in his career, he was not that good. He was not that guy anymore. Just age caught up with him. It is what it is. It happens to everybody. But they don't like. If you're a legendary player, you don't really ever get under like an 82. Like just think about that. How many players that are like legends that are like just really good, like the Giannis, KD, LeBron level, Steph Curry. Like even when they're old and they're not as good anymore, they're still gonna have them rated like super high because that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's crazy. It just went right back to garbage time, bro. Man, I wonder what them cards they're going to be releasing tomorrow for my team are going to be. I'll have to do a couple agendas for today's games, but I've already got it pretty much done. All I got to do is do those last couple agendas and I'll be able to get them cards. And I wonder who they're going to do. I'm thinking maybe like Brook Lopez. Nah, Brook Lopez didn't play too good. It's got to be Grant Williams. Never mind. I forgot. That dude was cooking. Grant Williams has to get a card. And for the Heat, Max Strus, probably. Who else is doing nice? Because they're not going to do star players because those players could sell packs and stuff, so they're not going to put them as like the leader, or they're not going to put them in a free promo. You know about Celtics. If the Mavs win, I don't know. I'd have to really look at like who's been doing what, because obviously Luka's been cooking, Brunson, but they already did Brunson. I'd have to really look because a lot of the players that have cooked either already have free cards or they're pack sellers, like, you know what I'm saying? They could do like a Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't know how well he played in the series recently. I haven't really been watching. I watch a lot of the East games because they're earlier. And I don't really get to watching the West games. I'm going to watch the Mavs Warriors a little bit later. That's going to be nice. It's hard for me to say who I want to win because not Mavs Warriors, Mavs Suns. I want the Suns to win, obviously. But I do like Luka, so I wouldn't be mad at him, getting one for his team. Carrying them to the conference finals for the first time. I don't think that they can. I think the Suns can beat the Warriors, but I don't think the Mavs can, so I don't know. Because I feel like the Warriors have been in that position, like guarding somebody like LeBron. And LeBron, in his prime, when he went back to Cavs for the second time, is better than what Luka is. I feel like they kind of can contain that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Luka's at that level yet. He might be at that level at some point where he's just like that good, where he can be that guy. But he's just not there yet. Give him maybe 4 seasons and maybe he can be. But I don't know. LeBron's considered the first or second best player of all time. So will Luka ever get to that? Probably not. But he'll at least be like a really, really like legendary, probably NBA 75 type player. He's already putting up numbers to where that's probably going to be the case for him. He just has to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the Suns, like I said earlier, I want to see CP get him a chip, and I think that'd be dope. And I think the Suns, because they're more of a well-oiled team, have a better shot at beating a team like the Warriors. Whereas Mavs being a one-man show and having role players that do contribute, but not at that higher level. Like the Suns have like 5 players that contribute and can get you double digits every single night. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like the Mavs have that, but they don't have consistency in that. Luka sometimes just scores 50 and then gets a triple double with like 40, 50 points, and then the other players, might get 8 points or something, and they might have like one other player that gets in double digits or something. I've seen games like that. Dinwiddie's had a pretty good season. Brunson has been cooking, so it'd probably be Luka and Brunson are probably the 2 most consistent players on that team, and Spencer Dinwiddie's probably third. And this did not go too well, bro. It went exactly how it went in real life. Now, see, I'm just watching gameplay, and I wanted to do a video like this instead of a rebuild because I feel like everybody just does rebuilds. I thought, this would be a neat concept, putting Middleton back in since he was injured. It was either this or I was going to put, like, Prime Kareem, like I did with putting Shaq and Rudy Gobert against each other. I was going to put Prime Kareem onto the Bucks and seeing if they would still lose. But then I remember, Middleton, their second best player, was injured, so I might as well just see what it would have happened if they actually had him in the game, you know what I'm saying? And let's just say the outcome would have still been the same. You got to remember, they lost by 20 points, and Middleton can get you 20 points. But that's not exactly how it would be because the points that go to Middleton would have gone away from somebody else. Somebody else wouldn't have scored as much on the team, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, we saw what would happen, right? It's 100% fact. 2K is never wrong, bro. So, Middleton, you would not have helped your team win, apparently. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.